Hello Junior Learning House, I am Pat and we are back with another maths video. So let's have a look. Now this is our homework, work at home matrix for maths week 4 and 5. So if you're still on the other ones, go back and have a look at the other videos. And these are colored in because we've already done these and those videos are up on this channel too. So this is the one we're doing, number 3, and it's called Guessing Game. So already I'm going to write that down as my heading. You can pause the video and you can do the same, or I will show you what it looks like in my book very, very soon. Guessing game. There we go. So guessing game. Guess my number. Think of a number between 0 and 20. I'll tell you what that means in a second. Make up 4 clues about your number. Maybe tell someone in your family, your mum or your dad or your carer, tell them the clues and see if they can guess it. Can someone guess your number? Make sure your clues are easy. Don't make them too hard. And then there's another part. At the very bottom it says, how many equations can you make that equal 20? So 2 different homework questions in one. So let's do this first part. We're going to think of a number between 0 and 20. So let me show you what my book looks like. Here we go. Could you do the same? Make sure you've got the dates and write down your heading, guessing game. So pause the video and do that. I'm just going to write, while you're doing that, I'm just going to write down some numbers. 11. Okay, sorry, it's a bit squished there. So when someone says pick a number between 0 and 20, what they mean is choose a number, any of these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 all the way up to 20. So that's the first thing you would do. You don't need to write them down. I just wanted to show you. So I'm going to pick the number 8. Now I need to write 4 clues that I give someone so that they can guess that my number is 8. So don't make them too hard. So I'm going to write down a big number 1 and a full stop because that's my first clue. So I'm going to say my first clue is my number is under 10. My number is smaller than 10. Smaller than 10. You could say, well, maybe you've chosen 15. Well, you could say that your number is bigger than 10. Up to you. That's a good first clue. Let's think of a number. Let's think of another one. We've got my number is smaller than 10. Let's say, what's a different thing that we could say? We could say my number. Another thing you could say is your number even or odd? I'll explain what that means. So my number is even. Now, let me quickly explain what that means. When you have numbers, let's say we have the number 2. All right, well, if our number is 2, then you've got 2 people that can dance together. And they're dancing, okay, and they're having a good time. So that is even. If you have a number that is odd, like 3, have a look. 2 people can dance with each other, but 1 person is left out. So that is odd. So if you had the number, let's say 4, well, those 2 people could dance and those 2 people could dance. So that's even because no one gets left out. So when I'm saying my number is even, that must mean it's either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or 10 or 12. We're just counting by 2s. So that might be a good one. Is your number even or is it odd? And there's 1 left out. Let's think of a third one. What could we say for a third one? We could say my number has a group of 4 in it. My number has, or you could say has more than 4. My number is more than 4, or you could say larger than 4, bigger than 4, depending on what your number is. So we've said that our number is smaller than 10, so we know it's going to be on this first row. We've said that our number is even, so we know it has to be 2, 4, 6, or 8. We've said that my number is more than 4. So that means it has to be either 6 or 8. So hopefully your family member or your parent is close to guessing your number. Let's think if we can get one more question. You could say, for your last, you could really give the number away to your family member. You could say, my number is not 6. So there you go. So that last clue is finally telling your parents or your carer or your family member that your number must be 8 because it's smaller than 10, it is even, it is more than 4, and it is not 6. So there you go. So there's all our clues. So that was the first part of the work at home. The next part is let's do a little bit of a line and let's go to the bottom of the page. Always good to try and use as much paper as you can rather than just using half a page and next page and half a page and next page. So let's say our next one was, let's call it equations to 20, or what that means. So EQUATIONS, equations to 20. So what that means is you have to write a different equation, but the answer has to be 20. So let's say, for example, and you write as many as you can. So let's say, for example, 10 plus 10. Well, that equals 20. You could say 19 plus 1, 19, 20. You could say 18 plus 2. Well, that would equal 22. That would equal 20 as well, not 22. Then you could say 15 plus 5. Well, that would equal 20. You could say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. If you wanted to, you could say 5 times 4 if you wanted to do some multiplication. You could say, if you wanted to really challenge yourself, 40 divided by 2, that would equal 20. So you do as many different equations as you can that equal 20. And there you go. So quick recap on what we've done today. We've done the heading, guessing game, and we've done the date. We've written out numbers 0 to 20 just to help us. We've chosen a number. We've written 4 different clues about that number. And then we've written down lots of different equations where the answer is 20. And that's it. So take your time, go through, have a bit of fun. And the best thing is, now that we've done this square, we can color it in and we can highlight it because it's done. So thank you so much for watching the video and making it to the end. And I'll see you for another video very soon. Bye.